Be making a honeydew key lime juice, and this is one of my favorite juices to make, and also a great juice to drink in the mornings before you go to work, or anything like that. So to get started, first I'm making sure my juicer is turning on, and please don't mind the stains of the juicer. We already know how turmeric is. It just will stain up a juicer and anything in its path. Look at my fingers. They are, well, you can't really see them, but yeah, you can. So what I am doing is putting everything in one by one, and don't mind the drops on the counter. The counter is sanitized to the fullest. So just putting everything in one by one. I don't like to overcrowd my juicer. Yes. Yes. So the juicer that I'm using is the Ninja Pro. Don't know the rest of it, but I know it says Ninja Pro on it. So I'm just going to speed that up just so you can know exactly what I'm doing. Just adding in the rest of my honeydew. Nothing too complicated. Making sure everything gets in and out. So, yeah. And I'm only making a small batch because I'm the only person in my house that actually likes drinking these fresh juices. So, yeah. Don't know where I went. Okay, so I went to go get my measuring cup and the strainer. So I don't like the actual fizz at the top. I always strain that out. I don't really care what kind of juice I'm making. I will always strain my juice because, yeah, I just don't drink that. I don't like when my juice has the fizz on top. So right now I'm just putting my key limes in the thing so I can go wash them and get ready to cut them up for my juice. So that's what I'm doing in the background, just washing up my key limes, and then I'll bring them back in. That way we can get started with cutting them. So I'm just going to cut them. Nothing too simple. I don't like putting my key limes into the juicer because, yeah, like whenever you juice limes, lemons, or anything like that, I just much rather use a citrus juicer, which I always use whenever I'm dealing with that kind of stuff, because even with key limes, it's kind of hard to use the citrus juicer. So I just use like the handheld juicer with that, and that works for me. So that's what I got out, my handheld juicer, just making sure I get each key lime in and out. This is better because the citrus juicer doesn't really work for mini fruits. So key limes are really, well, these key limes that I got were really small. So yeah, that's what I did. Just I sped that up a little bit. That way we can see what I'm doing. Just getting them in and out, juicing in and out. And yeah. Key limes are actually very beneficial to your immunity. They have antioxidant benefits, and they also are alkalizing compared to a regular lime. So key limes are actually really good for you compared to a regular lime. And I don't really buy regular limes anymore because key lime, you get a bag of them, and it's so many in a bag. Like, if you can see in the background, it's like still a half or more bag left, and I have a bunch of key limes right there. So really good. So just making sure I got all the fizz out. It's still fizz in there, but see how much is at the top. It's really less compared to that. Don't want a cup full of juice with all that. So just going to throw the limes, the lime skin away, and washing out the fizz that was in the juice. The actual name, I don't really have it right now, but I just say it's the fizz on top. But yeah, that is what I do. Just making sure to get that all out the way. I like to maintain a clean environment while I'm juicing, just because juicing can get messy. But I like the kind of the Ninja Pro is really good about keeping everything that, like the pulp and everything. Sometimes I keep the pulp depending on what I am juicing, or other times I just, toss it. But here's where I mix up my key lime juice and add in the limes, the key lime, not the key lime juice, but the honeydew, and then I add in the key lime juice. Set that backwards, very tongue twisting. But yeah, just mixing that up. Yeah, and you can see the difference whenever you just leave the fizz in. You're mostly going to have a bunch of fizz. So these are the bottles that come with the Ninja Pro. So yeah, that's the difference between the Ninja Pro and like the regular Ninja juicer. This comes with like a set of the cups and like freezer trays and all that, which these cups are really high quality. I dropped one and they're glass and it did not break. So I'm just adding the juice to the cups, and I only made enough for just 2 because it's not really good to make a whole bunch of juices and, you know, not drink them same day. Because juice is really, if you don't drink them within like maybe a day or 2, they aren't good. And I think I brought both of these to work. That way I had like one for breakfast and then with my breakfast and then one for lunch. But yeah, this is how I made my honeydew key lime juice. Very good.